and how to make successful children. When you figure out the secret sauce, I mean, it's like it's magic. And we're going to talk more because we're not done talking about this. The State of the Union could be the union of the Stiles family for all I care, because it's really great information, all homeschooled. We're going to finish. We're going to continue this thread here. It's interesting, very interesting radio. Again, Craig Stiles, State of the Union, and we're going to talk about Rotary Club here when we get back. You're listening to the Tom Matt Show. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the Tom Matt Show. Thank you so much for listening, joining us, watching the video, however, whenever you're picking this up. Craig Stiles is the sponsor of segment 2. Craig Stiles is a guest today. This segment is sponsored by Ameriprise Financial and Craig Stiles. Been one of the biggest guardian angel for our radio program since we have been rolling with broadcast radio. I mean, it's been a long time now, and Craig's been there for us, and now he's taking care of all of our retirement zone savings. Thank goodness. I talked about that a little bit earlier. With the right Ameriprise financial advisor like a Craig Stiles or someone within the organization, they can all help you, along with Craig, plan for the life you want today and well into the future. Here's the thing. If you're in a different part of the country or listening to the podcast, and Ameriprise is huge. All three of our sponsors are networked all over the country, and they will take your call. It doesn't matter, because they want to help you do whatever you need to do. And that's why we have the financial fitness, reality real estate, and talking law, which is the new category that we have on the show for Jamie. With the right financial advisor, again, as I said, life can be brilliant. Be-ism. Numbers coming at you, 1-800-528-1355. So again, like I said, if you're in California and you're hearing the podcast, which we get that all the time, it's like, just reach out, 1-800-528-1355. Local number is 517-483-4893. Craig's email is craig.stiles@ampf.com. Offices are located at where Craig's going to tell us here, because they just moved and I don't have the new address yet. So I'm going to let Craig do part of his own read. So Craig, would you like to share, please, your new Palace locations?
Absolutely. We have a new location from where we were to 2651 Coolidge Road, Suite 103 in East Lansing, Michigan, 48823. So again, it's 2651 Coolidge Road, COOLIDGE Road, Suite 103 in East Lansing.
What's the zip?
48823.
48823. All right. Yep. Stations that have carried, thank you for doing that, Craig. Mm-hmm. Stations that have carried the show in the past, in the future, whatever. Michigan Talk Network, Independence, 92.1 FM, Grand Haven carried us for a long time. WJM 1240 AM Lansing is the flagship of the Michigan Talk Network, where we are on the syndicated version of that. WJRW 1340 AM in Grand Rapids. We're happy to be on there for a long time as well. WKLQ 1490 Muskegon Whitehall. WYPV FM 94.5 up north in Mackinac City. And of course, last but not least, our buddies at Michigan State University, WKAR AM 870 in East Lansing, home of the Spartans. Thank you, Brad, for carrying us at Sundays at 5. 102.3 FM is the simulcast. And of course, you can stream any of those stations whenever they're carrying the show, which is all over the place. So I do not have a calendar of times when it's broadcast. Because things get moved around with broadcast radio all the time. All I know is we have a podcast, and you can listen to the show anytime you want. And if you're just hearing us in the car, great. Again, thank you to Craig Stiles from Ameriprise and for creating Desideri Analytics, where we are making light of weighted decisions. We have a whole nother story. I've been kind of talking about a friend from the university, senior, who just did her senior capstone project on Desideri Analytics and got a 4 on it. And it was the best one in the class. And so it's just, that's how impactful the Desideri Analytics can be in all of these different aspects of your life. Not only the financial stuff, but Craig's proprietary algorithm that he designed. He's an engineer. He knew how to do this. Lastly, I want to say thank you to Steve and Ivy Gruber, owners of the Michigan Talk Network, for carrying us on the syndicated version of radio. So thank you for being so kind about the retirement zone. And you know how I'm totally down with all of this. But the tools, you invited us to a luncheon last week at the Rotary, and you're encouraging me to think about investing in the Rotary. And because
Exactly.
like and the advice that you give me, I listen to you because I mean you're my guy. And so it's
Yep.
like I'm seriously considering let's talk about the Rotary. I haven't made the decision yet. We got to still figure out how we do this and time wise and all of that because you don't want to commit to something and
Okay.
not be able to put the time into it. That's where I have a problem. Not so much with the financial side of things. It's more of the time commitment thing. It's
Yep.
like, well, I don't want to commit to anything unless I'm 100% in. And
Yep.
so, but let's promote the Rotary and why it's good. I mean, maybe there's some people out there. All the people we met, they were all greatness.
Yep.
Please talk
Yep.
about the Rotary, Craig.
Well, Rotary organization, I've been a part of Rotary, excuse me, now for gosh, over 20 years. Am I that old? Wow. So I've been a part of Rotary for over 20 years. It's basically a lot of movers and shakers within the community that are a lot of decision makers that if you want to try to get something done within the community or you need to have some good connections with some individuals. Rotary's been a great place for me to develop some strong friendships. And as a part of that, if I have particular questions, I can call a person up from Rotary, and it's been a great pleasure to be able to work with many of the individuals there. But they're basically a charity or a charitable organization that you participate in. It's a membership, so you've got to go through and be accepted into it. So you apply to be a member. And then once you're a part of Rotary, there are Rotaries all over the world. There's an international organization. We have a Rotary Club in Williamston. You have a Rotary Club in Lansing. There's a Rotary Club in East Lansing. So when you're a member of one Rotary, you can go to any of the other Rotaries and kind of get to meet other movers and shakers in different communities. And that is what I really liked about the dynamic of what Rotary means, especially from the impact in the local communities where they're like, okay, there's a need that needs to be fulfilled within the community. What can we do to fulfill that need? Who are the decision makers that can make it happen, if you will? I mean, the Rotary Park in downtown Lansing, there was a need to beautify that area. You had the old power plant that was redone by the Crispin Group that became the Accident Fund. You know, their headquarters, their global headquarters there, and so that spawned a beautification of the downtown area. They have a river going through downtown. How do we beautify it? That was one of the areas that we went to satisfy that need of trying to beautify. So we built Rotary Park. So the just a wide variety of things that we've been involved in that I really appreciate because I can look back and say, you know, that's a beautiful thing because the community is using it, they're enjoying it, and to know that we played a part in it, it's kind of nice to be a part of that organization. So
It's a if you're trying to build your business, and again, getting your money in the right spots is important. All I got to say is I got to go pee really bad. But Craig Stiles is awesome. He's so great. And it's just like this whole family talk, the State of the Union had no idea we were going to do this today. None. But that's what's so fun about this show. And that's why you want to listen to the show. So appreciate all of you out there listening, watching, subscribing, doing all those things. We're growing and we're helping people get better. And we want to help you get better. So again, thank you all so much for what you do, for subscribing and doing all those good things. I'm Papa Tom. We'll talk to you next time, everybody. Peace out. Love y'all.